Hello, everybody. My name is Shiraz.
And I'm Rita, and this is
Almost there? Sorry, I stuttered. I don't know why I don't.
Did you?
I was like, almost there. I think I did. Maybe I played it off.
Okay.
So today, even Rita doesn't know what we're talking about. Actually, like, comment, subscribe.
Yep.
I don't think Rita knows. Whoa. I've never said your name. Why'd I said it? Well, no, why'd I say it? I said your full name.
Oh, I don't know.
That's weird.
When you talk about me to other people, like, what? How do you say my name?
My cousin. I just say my cousin. And then they're like, which one? And I'm like, guys. And then I have to say your name, and it feels weird to say your name. I'll be like, you know the one that you've met, guys. Like, I say that. I say everything before I have to say your name. I don't like it. I have a thing. Yeah, I have a thing with names.
Yeah.
I can't. Full names, unacceptable.
Yeah.
We're not we're not in love. We don't love each other if you're calling me by my full name.
Yeah.
You know?
I actually feel really weird. I want to get better at this whole, like, you know, how I say my name. Because I was thinking about, okay, I need to make a voicemail, like, message. I still don't have one.
Yeah.
And so in that, I was like, okay, so let me practice. I don't want to practice because I sound so annoying. But, like, let's say, like, someone's calling and it's, like, work-related.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know I need to say my full name.
With, like, the accent. Like, with, like, how you correctly say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's hard.
It's so hard. Like, we've been so much, like, just in this space of not saying it the right way. So then it's weird.
But it is fun. Like, I think for me, like, when people who say my name correctly, like, I get really proud about it.
Do people say?
Yeah.
Like white people?
No, not white people. Like, brown people.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm still saying. Like, the fact that makes me proud is, like, wild.
Yeah.
Like, I get really excited when some of our friends or people that, like, we've known for a while, they say it correctly. I'm like, oh, but that's so cool that I think that we're, like, that shows that we're getting older, I think, because they're willing to say it the right way.
Yeah.
Because I don't, like, I still say my, like, the Canadian way of saying my name, like, when I introduce myself, unless they're brown. I've gotten better at that, though.
Yeah.
But I still don't say the brown way. I'll say it in the Canadian way, and then I'll be like, and then I'll say it in the brown way. Like, giving them the opportunity, or it should be the other way around, I think. Just be like, that's just how you say my name. But I love people who are like, no, like, I really want to know. Like, tell me how I love people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they try, and it's like a 5-minute thing. It's cute. You know what I mean?
It takes long. Yeah. Like, yeah. See, I don't want to deal with that. Like, I would rather not have this conversation of, like, say it again. Yeah. But you know, the funny thing is, I already have a dialogue like that with my Canadian accent way of saying my name.
Yeah.
I say whatever.
Yeah.
And then it sounds like I'm introducing myself to them. So then they're like, Rita? And then I'm like, oh no, like, Rita. And then, it's just, also, why are we acting like my name matters?
It does. I don't like my full name out there. I don't like that. I mean, if you do, we can keep it at. But, I know what you mean. But you know why I like it? Because it means, like, the people who actually, like, spend the time, the people who, like, I would get, like, uncomfortable about, those people usually give up in the first 2 tries. Yeah. But the people who I, like, really, who take the time, who spend, like, 5 minutes on it, it becomes a joke, it becomes funny, like, there's, like, a little chuckle where they're, like, really trying and they can't get it. I think it's just, like, a sweet moment that you share, and, like, sometimes it, like, comes up in conversation where, like, they'll, like, slip it in, they're like, did I get it? Like, I think that's really sweet. It's like it's a cute moment. It's like bonding and stuff. But
yeah, we have very different outlooks on this.
Yeah,
because I'm just like, stop. I'm done with this conversation. Like, let's move on. Yeah, you're like, oh, that's so sweet. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm done.
But it's not often. Maybe that's why. Like, I don't really have it enough. Maybe because you know how, like, people don't always fully clearly get it, even when you say the Canadian way? Yeah. Maybe that's why it is,
so too. I deal with it all the time.
Yeah.
And, like, it's the same shit. And
like, I think mine is just more fleeting, so it's easier and just sweeter to deal with. But, yeah.
Okay, so what are we talking about today?
Okay, so it's actually a great start because I was listening to, I mean, kind of, not really. I was listening to the radio, and the other day it was
You listened to the radio?
Like, when I got in the car
It's just like...
It's on. Yeah. I usually listen to a podcast, but it was on, and me and my mom were coming back from somewhere. We went to the mall or something. We were getting back, and the girl goes, guys, if you are into harmless flirting, you better cut it out, because some people think it's 50% or 60% of people would break up because of a harmless flirting.
Oh.
So how do you feel about harmless flirting? Because me and my mom both had a comment right after. So how do you feel about harmless flirting? Interesting, huh?
What does harmless flirting... It's so different for everyone.
Yeah, like, what does it mean to you? Maybe we start there.
I don't know.
Do you think there is harmless flirting?
I think there's being friendly.
Yeah, and that's fine.
And then, like, people take it the way they need to take it.
Yeah, so that's not harmless flirting, though. That's just you
not.
being friendly.
Oh. I think if you're intentionally, like, flirting with someone...
Yeah.
So that's harmless flirting?
So for me, so what I think is, I don't think there's something known as harmless flirting. There's no, like... If flirting is flirting. It's like you either want to do it or you don't. If you're not supposed to do it, you obviously feel like you can put a tag on it saying harmless flirting, because nothing's going to come out of it. But I don't think you should be flirting with somebody if you are in a relationship, or you feel like you don't have those, like, boundaries set up with your partner that, whatever. I don't think being nice or joking around with people is flirting. And I don't think just because I'm being nice and you take it as flirting, it becomes flirting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make sense? Like,
but then the other person will still get offended, or not offended, but they'll still, like, if they perceive it as being flirting, then that's their experience of that situation.
Right. But I think that
just because it's subjective to everybody.
But at the end of the day, how I am as a person, just because I'm nice to everybody, that's just how I am. That's my character. I'm not going to just go to people and have this, like, tough exterior on just because I'm scared that person's going to take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
I'm also not going to be, like, extra, like... I only am nice, like, I'm that nice to people where I'm having that conversation with them when I feel safe with them. And if I don't feel safe with you, we're not even going to interact or, like, have those conversations to get to a point where I need to show you, like, I'm extra nice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just think that me and my partner know how I am as a person. And if I overstep that boundary of me just being how I am as a person, that's when it becomes wrong. But that's flirting. It's not harmless flirting. You know? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, just because I'm nice doesn't mean, like, I'm trying to do... Like, I'm just nice to everybody.
Yeah.
What's going on in that head of yours?
Okay, so I think, like, so flirting is such... I guess what I'm trying to get at is, like, it's such a subjective, like... experience, because I could just be, like, nice to someone and then they think I'm flirting with them, and that's a you problem, right? So but then, like, if let's say there were times before, like, when I was younger, because then I realized what I was doing, but, like, let's say I was just friendly with someone, but I'm now, like, being more physically, like, friendly, like, not making it, like, doing those things, gosh. You know, or, like, oh my god, I'm so tired, and, like, I'll put my head on their, like, shoulder or something, but I don't want anything to do with you in that way, but I'm still doing something that, and at the end of the day, they're gonna take it as, like, you're flirting with me, but I don't want to do anything with you, and to me, like, I don't see that as, like, flirting, or I didn't see it as flirting at the time. Now in a relationship, it's very different, obviously, but at the time, because I was so, like, naive and dumb, like, I'd be like, like, you're so crazy. What the fuck? What do you mean? Like, ew.
Stop it.
We're, like, friends. I was friends with everyone.
And they fall in love with you and you're like, I don't get it.
That was so weird.
You're so weird.
Yeah, and I used to, like, tell my brother, and he'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? They're not trying to be your friend.
You ruined our relationship as you're like fucking touching his knee and like
Yeah, like, oh my god.
No,
Yeah.
so yeah,
So
that
I've
was
grown.
flirting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was not harmless flirting. It was flirting.
But I considered it to be harmless. So what I'm saying is my experience
Was that it wasn't flirting. That's a
very
really fair
different
point.
at the time.
Yes.
To me, I was just being like, haha, you're so crazy. I'm just being friendly. You know, and maybe it's kind of nice to... But it is harmless flirting.
But it's not.
But of course, because then I learned the hard way, you know. But what I'm saying is now, yes, like that would never happen, and I can't, you know, because I'm in a relationship, and also I've just grown up, you know, and so I've learned that. But yeah, I think like, so wait, what was the question? Harmless flirting,
does it exist? Like, is it a thing?
Okay.
And how do you feel about it?
Yeah.
So, okay.
They say flirting is good for your health.
I think
just
so, too.
Flirt with your partner, though.
I think so, too. I think it is. I think because it just keeps you on your toes. It's, like, fun.
Yeah.
It's bantery, whatever. I personally don't think it exists. I don't think it exists if you are not, like, if you don't have that with your partner where you're just like, oh, like, some people are open. Some people are into that shit, whatever. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But, like, and that makes it not harmless. I mean, it makes it harmless because that's your boundary and that's your thing for your relationship. Yeah, it's a no for me.
Yeah.
Nobody should be touching you other than me.
What if it's like...
Both. I need lots of context. Like, who's doing that
What if it's just,
to
like,
who?
saying things like it's not, or what if it's like and it's not even like direct, like it's not like about looks or anything, but it's more about like, oh, you're so like you're so focused. No, that's weird. Like you're so like
You're so smart.
You're so like, oh my god, how did you think about that? Like that's so crazy. Like, oh my god.
But I don't get it.
Would
What's
you
your
get that?
question?
Would you think that's like harmless flirting?
Harmless.
No, would you think that's flirting?
No, I think you can. I say that to people like to our really close friends or something. If I think that's a really smart idea, I'll be like, oh my god, that's genius. Like, I never thought of that.
No,
I say that to you.
I'm saying it in a way of like when you're flirting with someone, and
so
then
that you're just saying you're flirting.
Okay, no.
Like if we
like you have the angle of flirting.
So then you're flirting. If you have an
but
angle,
then you're not clocking it. It's like I'm fighting for my younger me.
That's flirting.
Younger Rita. It's flirting?
Yes, if you have an angle of flirting in your head.
No,
like you're
what if
trying...
it's not there?
Oh, you just said it was.
No, but you don't know that it's there. Like, I'm saying I'm outside of this scenario, right?
Okay.
Wait, what was the point of me saying that? There was a point. No, okay, your partner, okay, is in this situation where this girl's, like, outwardly, like, saying, like compliments, like keeps showering him with compliments, but isn't like touchy-feely, like has their own like situation, but it's like every time that something happens, she's like, oh my god, like you're doing so well, and then like a little like something.
The little
like,
something.
would you train me like one of these days? Okay. Like, you know, that
He's
sort
a
of
coach.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's important. Yeah.
Would you train me? I think one, it would be good for business. Yeah. So that would be hard for me to be like, do not do that. Right. You know? But I think at that point it would be my partner's job to study the situation. It would be like, what do you think? Are you uncomfortable to the point where you feel like it's flirting? If you feel like it's flirting and it is, like if I were to walk in the room and I would feel uncomfortable, then you need to deal with that. That's a you issue, not a me issue. I would get a little bit insecure, but then that's not Like, that's more, shows, it reflects on him, how he deals with the situation, more than me and her, at the end of the day. But I would still think it's flirting. I don't know if I would. I think it depends on tone, I think. All the time, it depends on, like, how you come across. I love when people, like, highlight people's successes or say, oh my God, you're doing such a good job, and, like, shower you with compliments. And I think it's, like, I'd rather somebody do that to my partner than not. So I think it's fine. I do joke about it. I'm like, oh, interesting. She did say that, huh? I said it the other day. You didn't say anything. Like, I do all that shit.
You don't care. But that's fine.
Okay, whatever.
Susan said it. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so I do that and stuff. But, like, that's the part of, like, how it's just funny to me. Yeah. So, yeah, I think it depends on how far it gets.
Yeah.
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 What do you think? If someone was, like, to your partner, like, oh my God, your hair's so curly. So cute.
It's actually really funny. We kind of had a situation.
Yeah.
Not a situation.
Yeah.
It was just like these girls were like, they were just drunk and like they were kind of like, you know, like this and like doing all of that. And I was in the vicinity. It's not that I wasn't there. Yeah. But I didn't see any of this, right? Okay. And then afterwards, my partner, he told me about it. He's like, I didn't like that. Like, they were like going like this, and like I didn't like it. He's like, I just kept thinking like I'm a girlfriend, and like he was like,
that's so cute.
So like for me, it's like if that even were to happen,
you just know,
yeah. And I don't think like, and I think you just have to have that in your relationship. Like other people can do whatever they want to do, but like at the end of the day, you know your partner, and your partner knows you, and as long as you have that agreement of like. Not even agreement, you just both aren't those people, right? Yeah. Like who would entertain something like that. Exactly. So, yeah, but I can see how like, you know, people have like work, the whole concept of like work husbands or work wives and shit, like that shit's very fucking
Apparently,
weird.
A card company made Valentine's Day cards for your work husband and your work wife.
No, like don't.
Like you're starting shit.
Yeah. Bro, like,
if my fiance came home with that card, and it's not for me. Yeah. Yeah. Go marry her. Yeah. Done. See ya.
Go ahead.
That's insane. Yeah. Giving somebody else the title of wife or husband is wild to me.
But like nobody, like they don't actually accept that that's like my work husband or wife, right?
They
like that's,
say it.
Oh, that's fucked.
I don't know if that's like an exaggerated version, but they do. I'm pretty sure they do. At least it's like implied, like that. Even it should not be implied that somebody's your work husband or your work wife.
Yeah, for sure.
If you guys fight and that's why, then I think it's funny. Like, you know how some people are just like always fighting, like, and it's just like you bicker like an old couple. Like that, I think is funny. But like people who are like flirting, getting lunch together.
I think
like,
even those kind of situations where like, okay, you're bickering and stuff like that, and like people would say like, oh, that's like your work husband or work wife. Yeah. I still think that's like such a weird thing because now you're putting it in those people's minds that like they're thinking that, and it could be the seed. It could be like the starting point of something. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like that whole concept needs to be erased because it's not okay. I mean, unless you're okay with it as a couple, but like
if you're into that.
Yeah, like if that's your jam, like do it up. But like, you know, just that's not a vibe. Like that's not something
not down for that.
Yeah. It's just so like it's just rude.
It's so rude.
Disrespectful.
It is very disrespectful.
You know what else is disrespectful?
What?
People that cheat on each other. But let's not get into that.
Okay, so talking about inappropriate. So the other thing I want to bring up was the Oscars just happened, right? Yeah. And so at the Oscars, did you see the whole thing with Halle Berry?
What was that? I didn't see the whole thing, but like apparently it had to do with like he did that like all these years ago. Yes. Aren't they both married?
So he did this, I think, in like 2013 or 2003 or something. He, on stage, they were like, I think they were presenting an award, and he kissed her without like giving her like any heads up that he was about to do it, which is freaking creepy. Yeah. That he did that. But she wasn't married, he wasn't married, none of that, okay? So this time around, is she married right now? I don't know if she's married.
I'm pretty sure she is.
Okay, so regardless, she's married, whatever. He's married, and his wife was right there. They were doing an interview. She walked in. She goes, "I'm so sorry, I got to do this," and she just grabbed his face and kissed him on the mouth. Okay, his wife is right there.
Oh my God,
I feel like it was scripted. She's like, "This is iconic." Like, she said something about that.
Who said that?
Halle Berry. She's like, "This is iconic." Because she did it because it happened before, and she felt like she had to do it again. Mm-hmm. And she was like, "It's making him." She said something along those lines, like, "This is iconic," whatever.
Yeah.
And but his wife was like married to fucking like. Can you go to his wife?
I don't even know who he is.
Go to news. It's probably a news. Oh, right there.
I mean, yeah, but this is just a YouTube video.
Click on it, but it'll say his name. Oh, there, Adrian Brody. What's her name? She was married to like somebody. Search who was Georgina Chapman married to. Harvey Weinstein. How fucked up. But also maybe that makes sense why she was okay with it. Like, what?
Bro, they were married for a long time.
Okay, so also I think he's the guy, Adrian whatever. I think he won an award or something, and he was like going on stage and he had gum in his mouth. Oh, that scared me. I forgot he was up there. That actually scared me. Yeah. Sorry. That scared me.
No, we're gonna take care of her. Sit in silence for that.
I think it was him or somebody else, whoever it was. They won an award. They had gum in their mouth, and like they were going up, and they were like, "Oh fuck, I have gum in my mouth." And his wife was like off to the side. I'm pretty sure it was her.
His wife?
His wife. I think it was them. Whoever it was, the couple. His wife was off to a side while he was walking up, and he spits the gum so that she can catch it. But she's like so far away. Also, how? Swallow it. Like, why do you have to spit it out for her to hold it in her hand? Like, what do you expect that interaction to be? How weird.
Very weird.
I don't know. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was just like a moment of like, fuck, like, like he won an award and he didn't know what to do. But like, swallow it for God's sake. Like, why was your first thought spit it so that she would catch it for you?
Yeah.
Also, why are you eating gum when you're about to like win an award?
Well, like, you probably have had some drinks and
but nobody's beside you when you're doing the speech up there.
Why can't you just have the gum and do the speech?
Because that's rude. It's like, they
you're
say
not
like...
gonna chew the gum. Just put it on the side.
Yeah, but some people are not good at that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, be better.
Yeah.
Do better.
I think you just swallow.
Yeah.
I've done that several times.
Yeah.
Just
everyone
like,
has,
yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's like, you just gotta do it in moments of, like...
Yeah, I think I've done
need.
that, like, before presentations or something. Like, you swallow it.
I do it at nice restaurants sometimes, because they don't have paper towel to spit, like, or tissues to spit out your gum. So I just swallow.
Okay. Oh, you know my first date with my partner?
Yeah.
when we sat down,
yeah,
and I was gonna have just water or something. This was just in the beginning, okay? Like, I just come into the restaurant and we just sat down and we were talking a little bit here and there, and not here and there, we were talking. Not like we were sitting in silence. So
it's your turn now.
Yeah, but anyway, so I basically took a napkin.
Yeah.
And I was trying to throw my gum out, or maybe the food had already come.
Yeah.
I was trying to throw the gum out, and then it wasn't cooperating.
What do you mean?
And so, like, I don't know, it wasn't coming out, bro. I was like trying to, like, you know, when you're trying to like spit it out, but like now I'm trying to hide it from him because I don't want him to see this whole thing.
What thing? I'm confused. What was happening?
So, because the napkin is not like just a regular napkin, you know? They have like these hard ones.
Okay.
So, anyways.
So, what was happening? What was the...
I think it's a folded napkin, right? Okay. So then I opened it, okay? So now it's like this.
Okay.
So now I'm trying to cover my mouth.
No, but why were you having technical difficulties with getting
the gum out? So I was holding my tongue out, but... For some reason...
Why is your tongue out?
I'm trying to get the gum out.
But your gum is not on the tongue.
I put it there. So... I probably had parked it somewhere. Like when we were talking, I probably parked that bitch somewhere.
Okay.
You know? So then I'm like, you know, I'm not trying to show him, so it's a whole thing. And he's laughing and I'm laughing, and then now it's harder for me to get it out. It was a whole thing. Anyways, that was our first date.
I think we need to teach you how to spit out your gum.
Spit out gum. Yeah.
That was a moment
I'm
we
better
just
now.
swallowed it.
I'm better now. No. See, I'm not going to do that.
I feel like this is a very...
Yeah. Yeah, wow.
But, yeah, so what was I saying? Have you never had that situation? Because it's like you can't, like, I didn't have paper to throw it in my bag. Sometimes I just spit it out and put it in my bag until later. But I'm not going to spit gum into a napkin, like a napkin.
I've done that, clearly. What do you need? What the fuck are you giving me this face for?
So rude.
You haven't thrown... What do you mean? How do you throw your gum out? Wait, what are you talking about? Are you talking about getting a napkin and throwing it in the napkin?
No, like at a nice restaurant. Like a cloth napkin.
Oh, no, never.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
I'll just go to the washroom.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you do
could
that?
do that.
Why do you keep eating that gum? Did you know that gum stays in you for like 7 years or some shit?
Yeah.
So you have lots of gum.
I really do. I'm a gum girl too.
You are a gum girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, but
Right.
I was quite proud of that topic. Just saying.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I have a really
What did your mom
big
think?
head. Oh, she's
said-
like, there's no harmless flirting.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. We hope you enjoy. We hope you enjoyed.
We hope you enjoyed.
How do you feel about Kylie Jenner and Timothy Chalamet? Okay.
Do you have feelings?
Yeah.
You don't like them?
Wild
You do like
It's
them? or you
odd.
don't?
for me.
Why though? They're both like nepo babies.
He is? No,
yeah,
he's
apparently
not.
like his dad or something. Like
I gotta phone a friend.
He's obviously not on the Kardashian level, of course, but apparently, yeah.
My bestie
It's like some
loves him.
French actor or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, did you know his sister is in that show that Mindy Kaling produces, Sex Lives of College Girls?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had a sister. Do you know I've seen him in real life?
Where?
And Steve Carell too, you know. Tiff. All right, on that note, thank you so much for being here. We love you. Like, comment, subscribe. See you later.
Okay, bye.